My boy said, don't sleep on that Saab 97X. Guess what? The Saab 97X is on the roster. We ain't sleep. Here you go right here. The Saab 97X Aero. Basically a luxury Trailblazer. And when I say luxury, I really mean it. The Saab 97X will give you everything the Trailblazer SS will never give you. TVs in the headrest, man. Come on. How many GM trucks had TVs in the headrest outside of the Escalade? You know, the Tahoes and the Suburbans, they had them the weak fold-down roof TVs, but they ain't have TVs in the headrest. The Escalade did. The Saab 97 also give you the screen and the dash with navigation. You can watch movies on this and all that. The Trailblazer SS don't give you that. Also, with the Saab, you get the key, the ignition is in the console, the center console. I like that. On the Trailblazer SS, you know it's right here behind the steering wheel. The Saab 97 also gives you quartered seats with the matching door panels. The Trailblazer SS don't give you that. The insides is so much better on a Saab as well. And then I like how if you have the black interior, you get the wood grain and then the stitches, which makes everything pop. I mean, the cream is cool, but if you got kids, this is not a good idea. Trust me. And you get the LS2 under the hood, just like the Trailblazer. Now with the Envoy Denali gets the 5.3. So I think the Envoy Denali definitely should have got the LS2, but it is what it is. You get the LS2 with the Saab. Here's more pictures of the Saab, man. Like I said, you get that DVD navigation or Big Boy LS2. I love this right here, man. You get the ignition in the center console. GM should have put this on more vehicles. That's also another reason what makes this car stand out, why it's so special, the ignition in the center console. Yeah, man, the Trailblazer SS would never. It would never. Absolutely not. But let's be real, man. Compared to the Saab, the Trailblazer SS absolutely sucks. The Saab looks better. It has more features, more options, more bang for buck. It's more of a sleeper. Everybody knows what a Trailblazer SS is. Nobody knows what this is. But hands down, man, the Saab Aero, definitely a win. 10 out of 10, man. I pick this over the Trailblazer any day of the week. Twice on Saturdays, 3 times on Sunday. The Envoy Denali. We're going to talk about the Envoy Denali today. We don't really hear people talk about the Envoy that much. No. The Envoy is basically a dressed up Trailblazer SS with a 5.3 under the hood. So there are some slight differences between the Trailblazer and the Envoy, but let's just say you want to take the sleeper route, the sleeper approach, or you simply can't find a reasonable Trailblazer SS. There's also this option. And we all know 5.3s love boost. They love it. Whether it's a supercharger, procharger, turbocharger, twin turbo. 5.3s love boost. And also, with a 5.3, you can go get a 5.3 anywhere. Versus with the LS2 on the Trailblazer SS, you know, you might have to spend a little more money, but 5.3s are definitely more efficient and more easier to find. But again, also, you got to keep in mind, though, the Envoy was more of a luxury SUV compared to the Trailblazer SS, which is a sport SUV. So it is night and day between the Trailblazer and the Envoy. Like I said, 5.3 versus 6.0. The Trailblazer handles completely different. It sits a little lower to the ground. It's more of that sport feel versus the Envoy. It's more of a luxury SUV with a 5.3 under the hood. But let's get something understood. Envoy Denali 5.3 with the proper supporting mods, suspension mods, everything. It will absolutely bring smoke to a Trailblazer SS. And let me say that again for the ones in the back. Yes, a fully modded and properly set up 5.3 GMC Envoy will bring smoke to a Trailblazer SS. It all boils down to the setup and the tuner, of course.